Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where we are gonna go after a quest. I was thinking about just heading out like that, but then I thought we might get into a brawl and stuff, you know? So I thought it might be better if we are gonna have a good night's nap, you know? That might be a bit helpful. To get... I mean, even if we would go up when we arrive there at 75% health, then it would still be better to be at 100, right? As I have learned, and in school at least, that 100 is better than 75, right? I think. So, we were here. Did I make I wanted to sleep. Wait.
Do you have enough onions for the soup?
I don't think so.
That's good. So it's still early in the day. We are at 100% HP. Nice. We saved the game. Nice. Yes, we are gonna eat something in a second. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, let me
I
through.
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I noticed. Shame on you. No, they can't behave anymore, the people here, right? The young generation. Holy cow, right? I'm kidding. Okay. Why is our horse stuck, man? Oh. Sometimes I do really think, hello herring, that I am cursed a bit in games. Okay, we need, or I wanna, go that way. So we need to go into that direction. And then we can follow this path, right? Let me double check directions. That is good. That is good. Quite a bit we follow.
Quick!
And then let's see what we see and find here on the way, right?
Go! Ka! Ka!
Apart from the beautiful landscape and everything around.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, okay. A shrine makes more... actually makes more sense. Yes, I can't explain you why I was having... well, maybe not romantic. I had the thought, not the romantic thought, that I could do some grave robbing. Not saying... oh boy, why did I press? Not saying that grave robbing at any chance is romantic, right? Never ever. Should not do that. Alright, we see another village, town, down there. And I think that is actually where we have got to go. Apart from that, I've seen some quest.
Whoa!
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages.
He has an arrow in the head, right?
So I decided to take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Do you know you have something on your forehead?
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn. Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
What? An arrow? Like, from a bow?
Aye, an arrow. With an arrowhead, a shaft, and a fletching. Simply an arrow.
You have an arrow stuck in your head? Shouldn't you be, well, dead? I've never seen anyone with an arrow in his head who wasn't.
Of course I should be. Dead as a doornail. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't no ordinary arrow.
Oh? And what's special about it?
Always questions all of a sudden. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't the safest these days.
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a chance.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence. You're just lucky.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them up your arse, and make you clap.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed? What did he do to deserve it?
Well, I suppose all them good things what I did in my life. I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all. I reckon God's pleased with me.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations, I'll tell you that. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
What's in these sacks, anyway?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended. These days, everyone locks up their cottages. Sties, coops, and who knows what else. They keep their valuables in their chests. Folk are plenty nervous. And then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on, wouldn't it?
That's an interesting way of looking at theft. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes in handy. So, will you help me?
Well, can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. A man can be invincible, and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
That's a point. But I reckon that we are gonna be in trouble
That
here.
sack must really be weighing you down, eh? Or you just don't feel like talking?
No. I was just thinking it over. How can you be sure it wasn't just luck that was behind your invincibility?
The answer's easy. I just know. When I got hit with this here arrow, I was out of it for 3 days. I just lay there for 3 days. Everyone thought I was dead, but I kept on breathing. I had this vision of someone. He had this glow around him. He must have been a saint. He spoke to me. Real kind-like. On the 3rd day, I woke up, just like Jesus, and I knew everything was different. That I was a changed man, and there was no turning back.
If the arrow is a gift from God, do you think he doesn't mind that you steal?
I made my living this way long before it happened. The arrow could have killed me then, but it didn't. He knows very well I've got no choice. I do what I have to survive. I take care of my men, every last one of them. I can't let them starve to death, and our good Lord knows that. That's why he leaves us be. With this arrow, he sent us a bit of his grace, and our lives are just a little bit better because of it.
Well, God does all sorts of things. Maybe the invincible Carol with his arrow is all just part of his plan.
Exactly. Just like he sent you to help me with the sack. And don't worry, we're almost there now.
Good. Good. I just hope that we are not gonna run or come into a trap. That would be weird. See, that is, by the way, what I really do like. That, I mean, it was until now just a bit of conversation following him, carrying stuff around, you know. But I do. It's just, you know, you just walk through right to your next location where you want to do a quest, and then you help out a dude who has a freaking arrow stuck in his head, right? That is so amazing. I do like, at least I do like, right? That's the important part. I do like. It's always about me. And we see a couple of dudes in the background. Now let's hope that that won't lead to trouble for us. Well, we held out, right? Drop the sack in the designated area. Will do. Oh, I see. That's the area. Discovered enemy camp.
Nobody knows that except old weather.
Let's hope they are not enemies, right?
I dropped that sack over there, but look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
More when his shoulders started acting up in the summer.
You have a nice camp. What's life like here?
And who the fuck are you to care so much?
I'm Henry.
What are you doing here, Henry? You didn't choose the best place for a stroll.
Don't worry. I was just about to leave. I helped Caro, the fellow with the arrow in his head. I helped him carry a sack here.
Of course you did. Just more shit we don't need. Our Carol loves to steal things you can't eat or drink. Worthless shite.
Well, I think there was coal in that sack. At least you'll be warm when winter comes.
Haha. I hope we'll be long gone before winter comes and some lumps of coal won't be worth shite.
What about Carol's invincibility? That can't possibly be true, is it?
I see he's been running his mouth again.
He mentioned it.
He likes to mention it. Just by the by. But it's true. He used to be a walking disaster. Always sick, injured all the time. But then that arrow hit him, and it changed him. It was some kind of magic. Nobody can beat him, and it saved our skins a few times. Thank God. You could say, without Carol and the magic of that arrow of his, we'd all have been dead long ago.
What's life like here in the forest?
What kind of fucking question is that? What do you think life's like in a fucking forest? Life's shite for all the people you see here.
Is it really that bad?
Well, we're not exactly starving, but it's definitely no fucking feast. Carol is like some fucking priest. He's always saying, we don't need much, that we mustn't be greedy. So we're not greedy, and we don't have much. That's the final score. But, hey, what can you do? All of a sudden, he's the boss. And you have to listen to the boss.
Alright, bandits. So we are gonna leave, otherwise I don't wanna have trouble. Oh, otherwise we might get into trouble with them. It is still a enemy camp, you know. We don't want to spend too much of time here. That is the way, right? Ain't nobody around here to talk anymore. Loss of quality, point to choose. Nice, I need repairs. Maybe we have someone to talk to here, right? On the other hand, the shoes don't matter. And we are now gonna go to inventory. Actually do that. You discovered Grunt.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Good, I guess. We are at least at the right location. I was just hoping they produce, first of all, I guess they are producing coal, right? I was thinking that we might meet someone here or we can talk to, and nice fast traveling. Away label.
Always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Hey,
Sorry.
you're not allowed here.
Yep, got it.
Correct. You sight crawler.
Just tell people.
What's that noise? Greetings, sir.
Greetings.
Good doggy. Greetings, what do you need?
What's new around here?
Well, Zadmira Blacksmith had one too many a while back and told me some curious things. His wife was having an affair with Tomlin Brutons from Horsham, but then she sent her Zadmir to rough Tomlin up. I've no idea how things are between them. Strange thing is, Zadmir's a big fella, but Tomlin still beat the shit out of him. Don't mention it to Zajmir, though. He was all upset about it. But you could ask Kona, his wife. You might find out what's really going on there. And I also know Zidmir the blacksmith finally got himself a new apprentice. He was cursing for ages that he couldn't find anyone who could hold a hammer properly. Maybe he'll be satisfied now. I also heard there are some disputes among the miners. I don't know what it's about, but I heard it has something to do with their traditional archery contest. If you're interested, go and see the foreman Vlak in the Black Horse Tavern. And that's about it.
Interesting news. Thank you, innkeeper. How's life been treating you, innkeeper?
Fine, thanks for asking. The foundry workers are always mighty thirsty in the evening after slaving away at those hot furnaces all day long. They drink so much ale, I can hardly keep up with bringing it over.
So,
I can't really complain. I'm not the type of innkeeper to get an inn only to complain about it being full.
what's life like here? Is there anything new?
We live the best we can. The silver works are operating at full capacity, and the stables are doing well too, from what I've heard. If only those Hungarian bastards would fuck off already. That reminds me. Do you need a horse by any chance? Our Hannah is the local expert. I'm sure she'd be happy to help you.
What's new around here?
Nothing much, really. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
Okay.
What do you have for sale?
Let's see. First of all, he has... Oh, 180. We can sell at least a bit. And the dice of misfortune, I am actually going to sell 2. Don't need them anymore. Okay, I know that's not much,
you, good sir.
but well, better than nothing, right?
Oh, you mutt. What would you like, sir?
Yeah,
Have a
okay,
look at
just
your wares.
the usual trading.
Maybe next time then, sir.
Maybe schmaybe. I can't tell you. Who knows, right? I'm actually more interested here. Do you have the quest from Yakona?
Grosh told me over a few beers that you had a thing with someone from Horshan, and your husband got battered because of it.
Merciful Mary, so Grosh has been blabbing about me to God knows who. The shame of it. I'll have you know I did no such thing. I'm an honest woman.
My apologies. I'm merely repeating what I heard. So how are things between you?
There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A thunderstone. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I see. Now it all makes sense to me. So that's why your husband fought him.
Exactly. You see, nothing dishonest. But Stimir is feeling ashamed that young Bruthans gave him a thrashing.
What is a thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
what can these stones do?
Well, lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
What does the Thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist, perhaps a tad bigger, sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, by the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely sent you to help me.
Look, this Tomlin seems pretty handy. I'd have to be darked in the head to fight someone like that. Especially when there's another way. What if he were to just lose the stone? These things happen, don't they?
You mean... No, that wouldn't do. You're asking for trouble if you steal something like that. It would cause very bad luck. Besides, I'm of honest stock.
Well, I understand. No offence, I just wanted to look at all our options.
A fair fight is our only hope, believe me.
Why are you so desperate for this piece of rock?
That's my business.
Look, if I'm to help you, I need to know what you're going to do with this stone. I don't want to get caught up in any witchcraft.
This is no witchcraft. It's just... Fine. Listen, I'm afraid for my child. And myself. All my babies died shortly after birth. Bless their souls. And birthing is very hard for me. I nearly died last time. The stone has the power to help me and protect my next infant. That's why I want it.
All right, I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you. This means so much to me.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from her. And I'll pray and intercede for you, I swear.
All right, you have yourself a deal. I'll go to Horshan and take on that Tomlin fellow.
God bless you. The Broadhands have a big farm. There's a wayside shrine in front of the gate and an orchard out the back. That's where you should find him. But be careful and don't underestimate him. The stone has great power and it won't be easy. God bless you, sir.
Okay, let us see. It's gonna be there, right? Wait, that's the... Wait a tick. Ah, okay. Oh, boy. Shall we actually put that? I would like to try that. Actually, why not, you know? Why not? Just a couple of wolves, and don't you worry, I did save. Okay, good. Well, two things. First of all, yes, I did lose way too much HP. Second of all, I know I should have put on the armor. Bad me. My bad. Alright, transfer all. And the hitting was really, really bad. I know. I know. Transfer all. And in my opinion, there was no robbing, right? He was already dead.
Go! Go!
Oh, go!
And that is left is where we need to go.
Oh, go!
Greetings.
Just in case.
Sir.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts of things.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's mine.
Those days are over. There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. Well, then I decided to retire. It didn't seem right. And my conscience was getting the better of me.
Okay. I don't know what those things mean.
But if you're itching for a fight and need to vent your ire, there are plenty of locals who will oblige. It's as I said before, nothing has changed in that regard.
I want to fight for the Thunderstone.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm here to fight. For the Thunderstone.
Fuck's sake! You're a bleeding half-wit, aren't ya? Let's try again. I'm not fighting for the stone anymore. I found it. It's mine. I'm keeping it.
Okay, let's start with, let me see.
I want to see the stone first.
You what? Don't you believe me? Everyone here knows I have it.
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have it, so why not show it to me? Besides, I've never seen a magic thunderstone, and here's my chance. I may never have another.
All right. Have it your way, then. Here it is. Almost as smooth as glass, and pointed at the end. It fits into your hand just right.
Look, this stone is nothing like Kona described. It doesn't even have a hole in the middle.
What are you talking about?
A thunderstone should have a hole from the lightning strike. It's not a thunderstone if there's no hole in it.
Oh, you're a scholar, are ya?
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a creek.
I didn't mean to deceive you.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the thunderstone. Do you have it or not?
I don't have it now. I really did find a thunderstone, and I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool, so I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they disappeared like the steam from my piss. They must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicions. I haven't had any luck finding them since then, though, and I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I have the farm to take care of.
All right. I'll have a look for them.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. They're hired hands there. That much I found out. If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. You have my word. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
If you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it's back in my hands, I don't want to talk about it.
I can appreciate that, but sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to Wizard the Quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about a week before. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, even toppled the tower on those fortifications at Kuttenberg. And it very nearly flushed us out of here too. A proper act of God it was. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. So I decided I'd go through the field. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see? A thunderstone right under my foot. Stroke of luck it was.
That would mean, first of all, we can do something here to... okay, we can challenge a higher... Yeah, I already challenged a hired hand there already, too. Yeah, Peter and Hansel, that's... Huh. I'm just trying to orientate what we are gonna do for the... We are, for the next episode, actually gonna do a couple of things. And first of all... God, there's a lot of stuff to do here, man. Holy cow. Alright, we are gonna start by a fist fight in the next episode. But for now, you guys, that is actually gonna bring us to the end of today's episode. And you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty.